Hey, it's Chuck Carstensen, and we are doing the second episode of a new series or show I'm starting. I'm calling it a show because its content is not specific to real estate, but it's about real life, and sometimes we talk about real estate. So today, if you're obviously reading the headline, it talks about the 5 F's to fabulous flow in your life, and it's about creating balance. And I always like to do a little housekeeping up front when I do a show or a video, especially if you watched it before. You're always welcome to tag or share, and maybe you have a couple ideas of how you create balance or flow in your life, and we'd love to hear them. So when you're doing a live video and then it's on the recording and we put it on YouTube, you might be seeing this at a different time. So the 5 F's that I do focus on, and I had really good alliteration. I'm normally not got all those F's in there to make it sound super good as a headline. So it worked really well for this video. I didn't just make it up to do a video. I literally have 5 F's that I focus on, and they do create fabulous flow in my life. And the more I focus on them, the better I do them, life goes better. So I'm not bringing you this video as something that makes my life perfect or I've got it all figured out. I'm doing this to share a little bit of what I'm doing, would like some interaction and ideas, and to just get the message out there. So I'm big into personal development, spiritual development, things to make my life better, continued growth and learning. And I'm doing this on my real estate business team, Carstensen team page, and I'll share it on my personal page, because this might be the only video that you get this week that you watch like this or think of like this. Not everybody is into that, but I do believe it helps create a better life. So that's the housekeeping. Please, I like to do these in about 10 minutes, so it takes longer to go deep into content, but I like to at least cover what I'm talking about and give you some ideas to help create more flow, which I'm calling balance in my life. So let's start with that word balance. That alliteration with the 5 F's sound better, but I've had podcasts where you can't get balance in your life. Then I've seen listened to other podcasts about, well, if you meditate and center yourself and do yoga, you'll have the feeling of balance in your life. So let me explain the 5 F's. 5 F's are faith, family, that's 2, faith, family, 2, finance, 3, fitness, 4, and fun. Gotta have some fun, that's 5. That's the 5 F's. So when I'm doing some of each of those, more often than not, I feel really, really good. That's the whole point of creating fabulous flow, by focusing on the 5 F's. I've been doing this for several months, if not, a couple, 3 years. I've kept making it more of a focus, and that's helped make my life better. So meaning, if I skip the faith part, and not everybody's into faith or spirituality or religion or whatever you want to call it, not everybody's into it. That's the foundation. If I'm not doing something to feed my faith, whether it's just going to church, but now that I've done this for a while, I like to go deeper. Right now, at the church I do attend, I'm helping lead a course called the Alpha Course. Some people have probably heard of that. It's been around for a while. So leading the course, inviting people to the course, orchestrating the course is greater feeding my faith, because then I'm actually helping a few other people grow their faith. So you can take care of yourself. That's where you actually should start, taking care of yourself. And then the next level is when you're in your faith journey, is when you can help other people get a little bit better, a little bit stronger feeling in their faith. So I do those kind of things, and I'm doing that currently now. And then also in the morning, I read the Bible, read the scripture from, and if anybody's watched these videos before, I've shared some of this before, read scriptures from Proverbs. I do a little devotional. And that's just my consistency with my faith. So that's a foundation for the day. That's the foundation. And these other 4 F's I'm talking about are the pillars, the walls on each side of my foundational, my house, my building that makes me stronger. So the other F, family. Family, I've gotten better at. I'm not perfect at. And what I'm saying by that is, being a person who is active in church, being somebody who's very active in their business, especially in real estate, there's so many things that can pull you away from family. I've made improvements. I'm not all the way to where I want to be. That's as far as, having a date night with my wife. That's a way to spend time with family. Lucas, our youngest, is in 1st grade, reading or doing homework with them. That's time I put in my 12-week year. Go back to Monday. I did a video on the 12-week year. These kind of things that I'm mentioning are literally in my 12-week year plan that I do that with the family. I have a plan to go with my oldest daughter on a date a couple times a month. Chloe. Chase, he's a sophomore, 10th grader in high school, and we naturally, because we have a lot of things in common, do more together that way. So my plan is obviously to continue to do that and help him grow a little bit more. But he's one of the easiest ones to fit in my plan. And then my stepdaughter Samantha, sometimes it's harder to fit in her in my plan. So just one of the things I have down for her as far as family goes is going to X amount of her games, whether it's soccer or when basketball season rolls around, to make sure I'm doing my best I can to do the family time and make that important. And the more I get organized, the more time I have in the evening for family things. So it's super important that I continue to focus on these. So these are all tips I'm sharing that'll help you. Like literally, if you take the 10 to 12 minutes by the time this video is done, if you just join now, go back, listen to it. This will be a video that can help you. You might not write down the 5 F's, but you can think about faith and then family, which I talked about, and how to make those areas better. It's hard to make 5 areas better at once, so if you're like really messed up in an area that I talk about, get something going there, keep going with the things you're doing all right at, and then over the course of the next few weeks, months, or even year, start to get a little bit better in the areas you're weak at. This is not do 100 things right now. This is do 1 to 2 things, get a few little victories, make progress, and get these 5 F's going, because your life will flow better. And when your life flows better, things go easier. When things go easier, you can do better in business, have more fun times with the family, and be more involved, say, in the church like I'm talking about earlier. And it's, again, not everybody goes to church, so it might be some other thing on your faith journey. So the next F I want to talk about is finance. Like I used to be, I don't want to say really good at finance, meaning I used to really focus on making money and get my business going, where I put such a high percentage into business, and I still do work a lot now, but I get probably, if I look back to 4 years ago till now, I probably get 10 times more done than I did then. So I'm a lot more effective in my business, and that's just by the continued growth and learning. We all need finances. I'm not criticizing teachers that say, hey, here's how you get balance in life. You know, do yoga, meditate. I do meditate. Every once in a while I do yoga. But if you forget about your finances and just go into meditation and all is well mode and don't focus on making the money, unless you get somebody else that's making the money and you can do this, then you get that stress of, gosh, I got to make money. And then you're kind of subject to having to force yourself to work the schedule you don't want to work. I do work a lot. It is a big focus. I've improved in a lot of ways. You got to have cash flow. I'm really big, obviously, when you're in real estate. This is actually my business. Remax, there's guidelines you got to follow in real estate, but nobody's telling me what to do. I make my way and have continued to get stronger. So when it comes to finances, you got to have a plan. One idea there is I use another book, Profit First book. I shared about the 12-week year. Profit First book, where you set up bank accounts where you put your, the money that comes in here, pay yourself here, save some money for charity there, have some profit, save some money for taxes. If you have a business, you have to have a plan for your finances. So I'm always looking at ways to get better there, get more effective and efficient in my business so I can spend more time doing these other 5 F's. And that's something I've really made improvements on. As far as the hours go, I probably still work similar hours, just way more effective. So I'm always working on that. I don't just show up and hope for the best in business. People that know me and work with me know that I work hard in my business and to get better and to do better things and to, create a better business and real estate experience for people. The other F here is one of the last 2 F's to talk about here is fitness. Like, I am not somebody who works out 2 hours a day, but literally 6 times a week, probably 7 times a lot, 6 times a week for sure, 5 times a week at minimum I work out. And like yesterday I did 2 workouts. So fitness is big. Like, it's so automatic for me that probably the easiest way for me to feel crappy is not to do a workout in a day. So one of the pillars is just start my day with a workout. If I can start my day with a workout, I feel so much better. It just creates more flow. When you feel better and have more energy, things go better. Now today I actually did not do a workout this morning. I did 2 yesterday, like I said. I knew I might have a little bit of a hectic day, so that's one reason I did 2 yesterday. And I believe I'll do a workout tonight instead. But normally I'm doing it in the morning and getting up. And that is the 4th F. And I feel like you need that if you're going to have the energy and do really, really well in life, is to also put some time into your personal health, fitness, and that could be walking the dog. I'm not saying do some hard workouts. I mean, whatever is fitness to you. If you haven't worked out in a while, walking down the street might be a good workout. So that's an area I suggest get starting in. And the last one is fun. When there was the days where I was grinding away or the weeks where I was grinding away, I would forget to have fun. I would say I'm actually weakest at this area yet. But I made some improvements. You know, for example, some people who follow on Facebook, at least on my personal page, me and my brother out in Los Angeles doing that. And that's an example of having fun and doing something, not just grinding away at work, getting away. It could be a vacation, could be a day away. It could be going to the arcade with the kids, Dave & Buster's for a couple hours. Whatever your fun is, you do have to plug that in, and I have been doing a little bit more of that. And sometimes people see I'm away in Arizona or away in, like I said last week, Los Angeles. It's fun when I go to Arizona, but that's actually my continued growth and learning. I'm normally not going on vacation. I'm going to Michael Bernoff. I've got Michael Bernoff Core Strength Experience coming up in a couple weeks, a month and a half. I'm going back out there, Michael Bernoff Inner Mastermind type of group. So that, like I said, continued growth and learning is so important, but I see that as fun. Like that's like one of my fun times as I'm going and spending hours learning, implementing, growing myself, and helping me be stronger in these areas I talked about. So 5 F's are easy for me to remember. If you're only good at 2 of them, don't try to work on the other 3. My recommendation is just to work on 1 of them. Work on a couple little small victories. I tried to give you some ideas within the 5 F's that I work through, but I don't want this video to be super long. So again, just to recap it quick, 5 F's that help create fabulous flow in my life, make my life go better and easier, and not perfect, but it goes better almost day by day and week by week. I'm making little adjustments to go better by using these 5 F's and focus on them daily. And to recap it, faith, that's my foundation. That's boom, that's the foundation. Then these other F's are the walls, the pillars that surround me and help create the flow I want. So I focus on family, like I said. I focus on my finances, which includes my business. I focus on my fitness, like I said just a few moments ago. It's automatic. I work out, and if I don't work out, somehow there's rarely these moments, but if I don't work out for 2 days, I'm a crabby person. So it makes me happier if I work out. And some people hate working out, but you have to then call it a different name, like I'm training, or I'm moving myself, or moving my body, or making myself better. There's different ways you can use the language to make working out seem fine to you. And then the 5th F is have fun. Like if you have too much fun and not enough finances, you're broke, right? If you have too much faith, it's not bad to have faith, but what I mean, if you pour too much into one area and you have a shortage in the other area, your life's not going to work as well. So that's what I mean by balance. You actually have to do all 5 of these. Most people need all 5 of these to have the life they want. The challenge is most people are missing 1 or 2 of these, and that's where they get crabby. That's where they feel out of shape. That's where they see their finances not work. That's where they feel disconnected. That's where they feel like their family life is messed up, or they're pissed off, or they're getting a divorce, because you don't have all these in place. It's not that hard to get there, but it is hard to get there because it takes time to develop a plan to implement all these in your life. But it's better than doing the old way of doing things. And I've been there where the old thing didn't work that well, and I'm doing the new thing, which is getting better at these day by day in every way. So thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody. Again, it went a little longer than I wanted to, but I could go 20 minutes on each topic. I just wanted to get it out there. And again, this is a live show or series I'm doing more often than not to help give back, share some of the things I've learned to make my life better, to hope to make a few of your lives better who watch this. And you're welcome to share it, comment, and message me if you have any questions. Again, have a blessed day. Watch the replay if you just saw a little bit. Thanks a lot.